Tim Bradford, and I'm the Chief Executive of Father Hudson Society. Father Hudson's is the social care agency of the Archdiocese of Birmingham, and we've been involved in social care for over 100 years. People often ask me, well, what do Father Hudson's do now? And there isn't really a very quick answer, but I think if we look at that wonderful passage in Matthew's Gospel, where the virtuous say to the king, "When did we find you hungry and feed you, thirsty and give you to drink, a stranger and make you welcome, naked and clothe you, sick or in prison and come to visit you?" And the king will answer, "When you did this to the least of my brothers, you did it to me." Well, here at Father Hudson's, we try to follow that example, and across all our variety of services, we cover most of the things that the king said in that wonderful passage. Here at Coleshill, which has been the base for Father Hudson's for so long, we look after some of the most frail and vulnerable people. We have our St Joseph's Care Home, a purpose-designed residential care home for older people and those with dementia. And there we provide a high standard of care for our very frail older people. We also have St Catherine's Bungalows, which again were purpose-designed, and they are home for 16 adults with multiple disabilities. We run also a daycare centre, and that provides daycare services out in the community around the Coleshill area for adults with very complex disabilities. Not only is it providing enthusiastic care for them and enabling them to develop to their greatest potential, but it is also providing valuable respite for their carers at home. We have just developed also a domiciliary care service for adults with learning disabilities who live as independent tenants in houses owned by the society around here in Coleshill, and we are helping them to be as independent as they can be. From our offices here, we run a registered fostering agency providing fostering services across a whole section of the West Midlands, from Coventry across through to Dudley and Wolverhampton. We provide foster carers for children who have often had very difficult, traumatised young lives, and we help them develop and grow into mature adults. We also work across a number of schools in our diocese, right from Stoke down to Oxford. Currently we are working with family support workers in about 30 schools right across the diocese, and our holistic approach helps families and children take ownership of the problems that they are incurring and make great changes for the future. We have often been associated with adoption, and for many years we were an adoption agency. Here we still care for all the people who were affected by adoption through Father Hudson's, through our small origins team, who not only ensure that those affected by adoption can find out their natural history, but also look after those people who during their childhood were residents in the children's homes here and can provide background information for them. We work in collaboration also with a number of religious orders, and our collaborative projects are well known within the diocese but often not recognised as being part of Father Hudson's Society. Anawim in Birmingham works with vulnerable women in the criminal justice system and provides outreach to women on the streets. It has recently been recognised as a great project and is expanding rapidly, and the leader of that project has recently received an award from the Queen for her work with women. Brushstrokes is a well-known project in Smethwick, working with refugees and asylum seekers, providing for their very basic needs: food, shelter, help with housing, clothing, and we are privileged to be part of that project. There are other projects that we have been involved in that have now gone off to become charities on their own, and we are pleased to have helped them in that. Hope Community Project in Wolverhampton, New Heights in King's Standing, and Maryvale Community Project. And it is wonderful that we can do that. This diocese is an enormous area, and we recognise that we cannot do everything. We are blessed in this diocese with many other organisations that do wonderful work. And we are working with the Archdiocese to try to form a network so that we can share good practice and understand better what the needs are around this diocese. So just to summarise, I think I go back to the Bible, to John's Gospel, where Christ gave us a message: love one another as I have loved you. And that is part of our mission statement here at Father Hudson's. And by your support for Father Hudson's, be it financial support, be it sending clothes to brushstrokes, or your prayer support, you are sharing in that love, and by that love we will all be known as disciples of Christ.